Everybody loves a pavlova at Christmas, and this recipe is actually a roulade. It's finished with kiwi fruits and raspberries. In my bowl, I've got 4 egg whites, which I'm going to whip until soft peaks form. Then I'm going to rain in some caster sugar and corn flour until it's nice and glossy. So my egg whites are starting to stiffen. I'm going to add my sugar in now. Just a little bit at a time. If you over add the sugar, you'll find that the meringue might collapse. So you've got to be careful at this point. You should be looking out for signs of glossiness and that the meringue is still nice and silky and smooth, and it shouldn't become grainy at all. If it does, it's probably been overworked. But this is looking great. I'll finish off with my sugar. I've also got some corn flour and some vinegar to add as well. Okay, I'm really happy with my egg whites. They're stiff and glossy. I'm going to spread it out onto my baking tray now. Now the egg whites should be so stiff that if I turn the bowl upside down, they should stay in the bowl. Let's give it a try. Oh, terrific, okay. My egg whites are good. Okay, so now I'm going to spread them out onto the baking sheet. This will help me turn out the roulade really easily. That looks amazing. So what's important now is to have meringue a nice even texture and a nice even thickness too. Just spread it out into every corner. So it's looking really soft and silky, and now it's time for the oven. My pavlova is now ready to roll. It's been in the oven for about 10 minutes. I've turned it out onto a clean tea towel that's lined with a piece of baking paper. This will make it really easy to roll once it's filled with the cream and the fruit. So first of all, a dollop of this beautiful cream, a couple of dollops, and then I'm going to spread it with my spatula. Not too thick, so I don't want it to squish out the edges. I've got some fresh raspberries and some cut kiwi fruit that I'm going to sprinkle over the top of the cream here. It's best to put the kiwi fruit all in a row, and then the raspberries can be spread throughout the whole roulade. About 1/3 to 1/2 of the way down the roulade, I'm going to put my kiwi fruit. A few more raspberries to finish. Okay, now it's time to roll. It's important to get the edge of the roulade tucked right in first, and then you just roll from there. But it's great to be able to use the baking paper to get that first roll right tucked in, just like that. And just keep on going. I'm just going to pull the paper back and actually trim the ends a little bit here, because I'm going to serve this as a part of a Christmas festive meal. So if I was doing it for the family, I wouldn't bother. And it's great to use a serrated knife for this roulade. You know what, there's some for you to try there if you need to too. Now using the paper, I'll wrap it back around the roulade and then use the paper to lift it really easily over to my serving platter. And then I can unwrap the roulade and then I'll roll it onto its seam so that it stays rolled up, and then it's ready to serve. I'm really pleased with my garnishes. I've chosen raspberries and cherries and kiwi fruits. They're really festive, but of course, if you make this at any time of the year, just choose what's seasonal. And then finally, just a dusting of icing sugar will finish off this roulade.